How you doing, all? This is Ron from a man cave down here. I'm going to do the questionnaire. I got tagged by a good beer reviewer, Jerry Fort, and I'm going to do it today. I'm down here relaxing, doing some reading of some of my favorite material. But I got the questionnaire here, and I will do that today. Having a the first question they were asking is, how did you get into beer? Well, to go back, started drinking really when I was in the Army. I first had beer when my dad was building his house and all my uncles were there. And we were down to saw a bunch of my cousins, probably 5 or 6 other cousins, myself, and their fathers were upstairs. So all the uncles and my father building our house, and they had a case of beer. And it was those years. It was, I don't remember, little bottles, 7-ounce bottles, and they come down, and it was a hot day, and they gave us one to share, but it was a 7-ounce bottle, and that didn't last long amongst all of us. So the oldest cousin, who was 3 years older, Jimmy, he went over and got another bottle and got it open, and we drank. Anyways, one led to another, and one of the uncles come down and said, "Wait, what happened to all the beer?" And here we are. All I can remember is being against we're down the saw of the foundation and looking at all the uncles and my dad's face, look at them. They're almost drunk. Well, that was my first beer, first time. And why beer? I enjoy beer. To this day, I like the flavor. Sometimes I guess I want to get a buzz. Beer is the thing to do. And I enjoy beer. A lot of sporting events. Question 2. What's your favorite beer? Oh, without a doubt, it's Narragansett Lager. I like that flavor of that beer. It's a good beer. I like that beer. Close, very close to it. And I drink it a lot probably in the summer. Is the Traveler, their Shandy. Oh, that is a good beer. I won't keep this too long. The third question is, if you could have one beer forever, what would it be? Bud Light. I would get Bud Light. If I could have that in draft, I'd get Bud Light on draft forever. Fourth question, how can you drink so much, and how do you stay healthy? I don't drink a lot. I think people assume they do. They sit here and I'll have shots. Just today is just orange juice with ginger ale, and a relaxing drink with some ice cubes. And I don't drink a lot. When I do the beer reviews, I have shots, and because I'm going to be here in the man cave and play my guitar, if that's too much, my harmonica. Well, anyways, I come down here quite a bit and hang around, play my guitar with the harmonica. But back to this is what we're doing. And how do I stay healthy? Again, I don't drink that much. It seems like I do. 4th of July, holidays, I'll drink. I don't drink that much. I've actually stopped beer up until 2 years ago. I stopped drinking any alcohol for 2 months out of the year. Usually it's the third week in January, and I go into March. Dead months, I don't drink alcohol at those times. The last 2 years I have, but I've done that for a number of years of just don't drink for 2 months. One time, back about 6 years ago, I stopped drinking for 2 years. Alcohol, no alcohol at all. And that's like, I do walking. I got a nice walking stick I built. And I do a lot of walking, and I keep busy around the house and working, so that keeps me, I guess, I hope, healthy. I try to do the right things when it comes to eating. Are you an alcoholic? No, I've seen a lot of alcoholics in my life, and no, I'm not. But it's sad when people are. But no, I try to, again, even with food, certain things, just not too much of it. What's your favorite ingredient? If it's in beer, believe it or not, it's actually an adjunct. I like corn in beer. So I like the crisp, clear flavor of the Narragansets and the Pabst Blue Ribbons and the Schlitz. I just like that flavor, the lager. I like it. That's the ingredient. Do you brew? Yes, I haven't in a while. I brewed a lot myself. I still grow my own hops. My last batch of 5-gallon of beer that I brew, I started it, right, mashing it, and my wife finished it, and she did the whole process, and it was the best beer I ever brewed. We brewed or she brewed. All right, question 8. What was your first beer? I think that I told you about the 7 ounces my father was building a house. And I thought they stopped those beers in '68 or whatever, but it was Knickerbocker. It was Little Nicks, they called them, and it was Rupert Knickerbocker was the beer. A lot of companies put the beer in 7-ounce bottles. Rolling Rocks did; they had little ones. Miller High Life had 7-ounce bottles. They were little, and when Rupert Knickerbocker, they called them Little Nicks. And I think that was the beer. I'm pretty sure. Again, who in the beer world do you look up to? There was a guy, it's hard, that's a tough question, but I wish I could, Zapien. When I started making beer and really got into beer, his books were out there on how to brew and all about hops and yeast and all the ingredients. And I'd say he really directed me by his books. And I don't even know if I think I got in touch with him once, called him. And actually, another guy is, rest in peace, is Michael Jackson, the beer guru. He has some real good books that I've read, and he's prominent out there. So those two guys together. I got tagged by Jerry Ford. I think I answered all the questions. That was quick. Who in the beer world do you brew? Yeah, that's them. So I guess I'll just tag some beer reviewers and stay down here and drink that and alright, have a good day. It's nice here today, the sun's out. It's been in the 70s. Snow's pretty well melted in my yard. There is some piles around in the parking lots where they've plowed into big piles. There's still some snow, but spring is sprung in New England. Arrivederci, ciao.